Welcome to the golden cauldron where the world's darkest secrets simmer. Here, truth is more enchanting than fairy tales, betrayal more bitter than poison, and vengeance hotter than fire. Become a guardian of legends. Subscribe now. For today, we lift the lid on a bloody wedding secret erupting from Africa's heartland. A golden pot promised endless riches. But what if it's a trap? Bogota, the heart of Colombia. When night falls, the city transforms into another beast entirely. Neon lights cast long shadows across cracked pavement, and whispers of secrets drift through the humid air. Every alley holds a story. Every corner conceals a danger. But tonight is no ordinary night. Oscar Naranjo, one of Colombia's boldest detectives, strides through the darkened streets. In his hand, a tattered file. In his eyes, a steely resolve. What is he chasing? A legend, a rumor, a truth, a golden pot. It sounds like a fairy tale, doesn't it? A treasure promising boundless wealth. Yet, whispers warn that those who touch it are cursed. Some claim it holds a magical power. Others say it's the key to a devastating weapon. What is the truth? Will Oscar risk everything to uncover it, or will this be his final operation? Oscar Naranjo is a man who dances with danger. For years, he's battled Colombia's drug cartels, sleepless nights, endless risks, a relentless pursuit of justice with his own hands. His life is a waltz with shadows. Each operation wears him down a little more, but he never quits. This time, his enemy is different. Ramon Valdez, known as the Shadow King, is one of Colombia's most ruthless cartel leaders. Rumors say Valdez possesses an ancient golden pot, a relic of unimaginable power. To some, it's a treasure beyond dreams. To others, it brings a curse. Is it a symbol of his cartel's dominance or something far darker? Oscar's obsession with this mystery has brought him to the edge of the unknown. Every choice could be his last. The night is thick with tension. Oscar gathers his team in a derelict warehouse on the outskirts of Bogota. His crew is small but elite. Lucia Moreno, a tech genius, her eyes locked on her tablet, her mind a labyrinth of codes and calculations. Her cool-headedness is a lifeline in chaos. Mateo Salazar, a former cartel enforcer turned ally, or so it seems, carries the weight of his past in his guarded gaze. His loyalty to Oscar appears unshakable, but shadows linger. And Clara Vega, a field agent and sharpshooter, fearless and fierce. Her smile is sharp, her instincts sharper. Together, they're a force, but tonight, they face the unknown. Lucia pulls up a digital map, her voice low and urgent. Valdez's lab is in an abandoned depot outside the city, she says, her finger tracing a red marker on the screen. But this golden pot? It's not just a treasure. Rumors tie it to a chemical weapon. Oscar frowns, setting the file down. A chemical weapon? What makes this pot so special? Mateo leans in, his voice rough. Boss, it's a symbol. Valdez uses it to flaunt his cartel's power. But what's inside? No one knows for sure. Clara, checking her rifle, smirks faintly. Sounds like a trap. Valdez doesn't leave things to chance. Oscar meets her gaze, a flicker of doubt crossing his face before resolve hardens it. Trap or not, we need answers. Gear up. We move tonight. The team prepares in silence. Guns loaded, radios tested, plans memorized. The warehouse hums with unspoken tension, each member wrestling with the same question. Is this golden pot worth dying for? The night's stillness is broken only by their footsteps as they slip into the darkness, ready to face whatever lies ahead. Or so they hope. Midnight cloaks the abandoned depot in an eerie hush. The air is heavy with dust and damp. The only sounds the team's muffled breaths and the distant drip of water from a leaking pipe. Oscar's flashlight cuts through the gloom, illuminating rusted doors and shattered windows. Lucia monitors her tablet, scanning for signals. Mateo grips his pistol, eyes darting to every shadow. Clara moves like a ghost, her senses attuned to the slightest threat. Oscar signals toward a heavy door. They push it open, and there, on a simple table, glows the golden pot. Its surface shimmers as if lit from within, untouched by the decay around it. But something's wrong. No guards, no alarms, no resistance. "This is too easy," Clara whispers, her voice taut with suspicion. Lucia's tablet beeps and her eyes widen. "Boss, I'm picking up movement. We need to get out, now." But it's too late. An explosion rocks the depot. The ground trembles, dust and smoke flooding the air. The team scatters in the chaos. Oscar grabs Mateo, pulling him toward cover, but Clara and Lucia vanish into the haze. "Clara! Lucia!" Oscar shouts, his voice swallowed by the echoes. The golden pot remains on the table, its glow mocking their disarray. Was this a betrayal? Did Valdez lure them into a trap? The truth is just out of reach, and the cost of chasing it grows steeper by the second. Oscar and Mateo stumble into a nearby safe house, hearts pounding, clothes dusted with debris. Mateo, breathless, growls, "Boss, that was a setup. Someone sold us out." Oscar's eyes narrow, his mind racing. "Who, Mateo? Clara? Lucia?" Mateo shakes his head, uncertain. "I don't know, but Valdez's men are closing in." A crackle breaks the silence. Clara's voice on the radio, faint and fractured. "Oscar, I'm here. But Lucia, I think she—" The line cuts off. Oscar's pulse races. Did Lucia betray them? Is Clara lying? He faces a brutal choice. Return for Clara or pursue the golden pot. Every decision is a gamble, every step closer to a trap. Against his better judgment, Oscar and Mateo return to the depot. The golden pot still sits on the table, its glow almost taunting. But they're not alone. A figure steps from the shadows. Ramon Valdez, his smile cold as steel. "Naranjo, you want this pot, don't you?" He sneers. "But there's something you don't know." He lifts the lid, revealing a strange, shimmering liquid inside. This could change the world, or destroy it. Before Oscar can respond, Clara emerges from the darkness, her rifle aimed at Valdez, but her eyes flicker with doubt. "Oscar," she says, her voice trembling, "this pot changes everything. But at what cost?" Valdez laughs, his voice slicing through the tension. "Cost? Loyalty, Naranjo. Even your team isn't loyal." Oscar stares at Clara, his heart pounding. Truth or betrayal? The golden pot gleams, but reaching it might cost him everything. His mind is a storm. Clara's rifle is still trained on Valdez, but her fingers tremble on the trigger. "Clara, what are you doing?" Oscar asks, his voice both a command and a plea. Clara's gaze drops for a moment. "Oscar, this pot, it's more than just treasure. Do you know what Valdez plans to do with it?" Valdez raises his hands, his tone mockingly calm. "Tell him, Clara. Let Naranjo see the truth." Clara takes a deep breath. "Lucia, she's working with Valdez. She sold us out." Oscar's chest tightens. "Lucia? The cool-headed, brilliant Lucia?" But there's a crack in Clara's voice that makes him pause. Is she lying? Or did Lucia truly betray them? Mateo stands silently, his eyes locked on Clara. "Boss," he says, "we need to do something. Now." Oscar glances at the golden pot. Its glow seems to call to him, but Valdez's words echo in his mind. "Loyalty, Naranjo. Even your team isn't loyal." Another explosion shakes the depot, closer this time, more violent. Oscar shoves Mateo to the ground, diving for cover. Smoke rises again, but a figure emerges from the haze. Lucia, holding a gun, her face dark with intent. "Oscar," she says, her voice cold. "This pot is bigger than you know." Oscar freezes. Is Lucia the traitor? Or is Clara hiding something? The golden pot gleams, but now it feels less like a treasure and more like a curse. Valdez laughs amidst the chaos. "Choose, Naranjo. The pot or your team. But know this. The real power lies in that liquid." Oscar looks at the pot. The liquid inside shimmers in the dim light, almost alive. A chemical weapon? Or something else entirely? Clara lowers her rifle, her eyes still on Valdez. Oscar, we can't take this pot. It'll destroy us. Mateo snaps. Clara, shut up. We need that pot. Oscar is caught between his team's clashing voices. Who can he trust? The golden pot, riches, or ruin? The story pauses here, but the secrets don't end. Oscar must make a choice. If he takes the pot, can he stop Valdez's plan? Or will it be a trap that destroys him and his team? Is Lucia's betrayal real? Or is Clara's hesitation hiding another secret? And Valdez, what is the true power of that liquid? A treasure? A weapon? Or something else entirely? Oscar's heart is torn between justice and greed. What would you do? Greed can overshadow loyalty, but the real question is, can Oscar unravel the secret of the golden pot, or will this be his final operation?